Alright, let me go over this again. I got connected. But in this video, I'm going to answer the question. What was the question? Somebody asked, what's the most important thing to do in your 20s? Was that the question? Yeah. What's the most important thing to do in your 20s? And my answer to that question is develop, culture, cultivate, nurture, create a skill stack. A skill stack is a stack of skills, essentially. A stack of skills, a bunch of skill sets specifically for you, for who you are as a person. If you look at the top of the top of the top, most successful, quote unquote successful people in the world, most influential, better, most influential, most elite athletes, most influential people in the world, they have a specific set of skills that has gotten them there where nobody else had those skills. No one else had those skills. No one else in the world could have done what Donald Trump has done for the country and for the world because only he has those specific set of skills. No one else can be any other elite athletes in the world or like no one else could be Brad Pitt. No one else can be anybody else. Because these elite people, I'm not talking about an elitist person, I'm talking about the elite skill sets, people that have the top of their niche, top of their industry. No one else can be Bill Gates, no one else can be Steve Jobs because they have a very specific set of skills. I have a very specific set of skills that has gotten me good at what I do. And I want you to develop a specific skill stacks for you. Imagine a stack. And this stack has a bunch of skills. What are your skill sets? I'm going to go over why and what and how you develop a skill set. Let's first go over why. Why you should develop them. There was a book, and I forgot the title unfortunately, but the book went over how talent didn't matter. It doesn't matter how talented you are, because talent is surpassed by skill. Everything in the world is a learnable skill. So develop a skill. There was a study done sociological experiment where they studied children and they nurtured and groomed them to be a top athlete, an elite athlete. So they found out that the number one criteria to finding out whether somebody is going to be the top in their sport or not is how young they got started. I'll leave that alone. So, let's go over how. How do you develop a skill set? You do the activity on purpose. You go into any activity with the intention. Hold on one second. With the intention that you're going to develop certain sets of skills. Successes and mistakes don't really matter. It's all about whether you're developing a skill or not. When you go into any endeavor, in career, in relationship, or any activity, you look at what skill am I going to develop while I'm doing this? What skill am I going to develop? What kind of person will I become by being here? What kind of person will I become by surrounding myself with these people? What kind of person will I become by working at this job? What kind of person will I become? There's a thing. The bigger the problem, the bigger the person you become. The only reason a CEO, a chief executive officer of a company, gets paid millions and a grocery bagger gets paid pennies is because the grocery bagger has a very simple problem to solve. What goes in which bag? A CEO has a much more complex problem. So that's just my saying that the bigger the challenge that you have in any endeavor, the more skills you will acquire, you will need to accomplish that task, and the more skill you will acquire on the way. So now let me go over a certain set of skills that I've developed for myself. I've developed them for myself, but these are very general skills. I have more skill sets I'm not gonna go over, but these are certain sets of skills that I would encourage you to consider for yourself. And I'm gonna go over, as I go over this list, why you should consider them. Why you should consider these skills. Number one skill is speaking. Everywhere you go in life, you're gonna be social because everything has to do with people. Everything is gonna have to do with people. Any business. Yuma Agario says hello. Hello, Yuma. How are you? Everywhere you go, you're gonna need to be social. So social skills, EQ and IQ. IQ is intelligence. Not intelligence. Not. How is your condition, brother? My condition is amazing, Yuma. Thanks for asking, and it's a weird question, but what is your condition? So everywhere you're gonna go in life, you're gonna be social in work, in relationships. So develop social skills. There's such a thing as IQ and EQ. And EQ, scientists have found, or sociologists have found that is more important because EQ is emotional intelligence. Pizza, 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 peas says, your jawline just slayed my entire existence. Thank you. I'm going to take that as a positive. All right, so speaking is a very important skill. If you have a fear of public speaking, develop that skill by first there's such a thing as social media nowadays where you could shoot videos, where you could talk to a camera like I'm talking to a camera right now. Essentially, I am public speaking. Pizza Pizza says, I do. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yuma says, which do you like better, dog or cat? I like felines better because they're independent. They're like women. Off topic, but I like cats because they're like women. If you touch them the wrong way, they become disloyal. I'm not saying that women are disloyal. I love, I cherish, love, and adore women. But if you know how to care and caress and touch a woman, you inspire me, but your jawline inspires me more. Thank you, appreciate that. So let's go over the next skill. The next skill is leadership. Leadership is an incredible skill. Caress me, Big Daddy Jax. Come visit me in Vegas. The next skill is leadership. Leadership is a powerful skill, but leadership is misunderstood. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So you're gonna need to be influential sometime in your life, whether it be with your family, with your friends. You're gonna need influence skills. Next skill is seduction. Seduction is inspiring, being inspiring of confidence. Seduction is inspiring somebody to be able to do what they wanted to do all along. What do you need to convey to be seductive? You need to convey you are accepting of them so they can be themselves and they can indulge in what they'd like to do already. One of the skills of seduction is sales. You're seducing somebody to be able to do what they wanted to do. They want to buy a car. But they don't have enough information. And so you provide them with information. You allow them to make the decision that's the best for them to get what they wanted to do what they want to do, to get what they wanted in the first place. That's what seduction is. Seduction is a powerful skill to develop. Selling, I went over that. Marketing. Marketing is a powerful skill. You have to understand. Marketing is essentially understanding the psychology and behavior of other people, of a market. Market is a group of people that is your target market for your product, service, or idea. So marketing is a powerful skill because we all have social media. Every single one of us has social media. This in and of itself is a social media. So marketing is a powerful skill because you have to understand the psychology of the other person, of the group of people you're speaking to, in order for you to captivate them and capture their attention and pay attention to your product, service, and ideas. love making, relationships, relationship management. I encourage you to read my book to acquire this skill set. One of the primary prerequisites to developing a skill set is knowledge, information. So I encourage you to get my book, Forbidden Secrets of Love Sex. Just go to my website, jacksolomon.com, and you can get that book and you can begin developing the skill set of relationship management. Lovemaking is a specific skill set I'm not going to go over in this video. It's too long. Writing. Writing is very important, especially because we have social media nowadays. It goes along with marketing. Writing. There would be a book. Message me if you want to find out what book I would recommend to get you better at writing. Conversing. So conversing with somebody, having great conversations. You're going to be social all throughout your life. Develop conversational skills. Influence, I went over that. Politics. Anywhere you go, work, friendships, government, whatever, there's gonna be politics. Politics happens when there's more than two people involved. When there's more than two people involved, there's politics. There's gonna be politics everywhere you go. So learn politics. Learn how to influence groups of people. Learn how to allow people to grasp ideas so they begin to influence other people in your organization. What's an organization? An organization is a group of people that is in a hierarchy. A family is an organization. A group of friends is an organization. A group of friends is going to have a leader. They're going to have somebody they look up to. There's somebody to follow. There's somebody with specific goals or responsibilities within that group. That's an organization. So anything with a hierarchy, anything with an organizational, people with certain sets of responsibilities is an organization. You will need political skills to be able to become good with organizations. Health and nutrition and fitness. Health and nutrition is separate from fitness. There's only one true home that you have in your life. Your one true home is your body. Take good care of it. Take very, very good care of it. Fitness. You want to become fit. You want to become lively. If you want to achieve much, you have to become much. You want to have not necessarily a good physique or a good aesthetic, but you want to have a body that can keep up with your demand. I demand my body to work this much, but I'm not that healthy. So I'm not saying me, I'm saying if you're thinking that, you have to become fit. Compelling skills. Compelling skills is your ability to influence other people, not tell them what to do, but get them intrigued enough and compelled so that they become curious and they begin to act on it themselves. Now, I'm a coach. One of my businesses is a coaching business where I charge thousands of dollars. And it begins with the premise that I cannot change anybody, only they can change themselves. So, how can I compel them? How is my influence skills? How is my compelling skills? How can I compel them to take action on themselves? Because I can't change them. It's all about my compelling skills. Two more skill sets is called reasoned confidence. You have to develop reasoned confidence. Reasoned confidence requires three things, and you can be absolutely, totally confident with anything in your life when you have these three things. Do you have enough information? Do you feel good about it? Is it something in your ethical and moral code? When you get these three things, you can go up to any body of people and say to them, this thing works, but this thing does not work. Let me tell you why. And you can be completely confident about it. So any endeavor you have, you want to acquire reasoned confidence. How? You acquire reasoning through logic and information. You get emotional quorum. You feel good about it. And then it's within your boundaries. You expand your boundaries more and more. Some people have so small boundaries that they enslave their beloved. I have a vast latitude of boundaries. My boundaries are so huge that women, I have wonderful open relationships. Women who are not, that don't belong to me, they come back to me, even though we don't have the title of girlfriend, boyfriend. They still come back to me. Why? Because they feel that with me, they can become who, they can act and behave as whoever they want to be. Because I have non-judgmental acceptance. They never feel gelded or imprisoned. The last one I'll go over is called niche skills. Niche. What is your specific niche in your life? For example, if you're in makeup, how are your makeup skills? How is your tutoring skills? How's your teaching skills? How's your hand? How's your artistic skills? If you're in computers, how's your, your skills in computers? If you're in any sport, how's your skill in that sport, in basketball, baseball, whatever. And for myself, I'm in the adult industry. I'm a male companion. I'm also a pro-dominant. So what are my skills? My skills are finesse with the flog, with the whip. My finesse in lovemaking, my finesse in touching and seducing and compelling and marketing. All of these are skill sets specific to my niche. What are your specific skill sets for your specific niche? So hopefully you got some value out of that. I'm going to end the video now. Connect with me in my social medias. My website is jaxsolomon.com, JAXSOLOMON. Remember, develop your relationship management skills. Get my book. Go to my website. You'll see my book. Talk to you then. Thanks for paying attention.